Amazing. Incredible.
And now it's time for the show.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Shawn Hansen. You're watching Shawn Hansen's Comedy Corner. Tonight I have a very special guest from Arlington, Massachusetts, Julie Kitayama.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
I've been trying to get you for maybe like 8 months now, but you're too busy. You're
right. Well, here
so
I am.
popular. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
The famous Julie Kitayama.
Yeah.
So how you doing?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so
good.
far. Yourself?
Doing good. Doing good. Now, you started comedy about 3 years ago, and you told me that you got into comedy to help your acting career.
Yeah.
Tell me how you transitioned from acting to comedy.
Well, I wasn't really doing too much acting.
Mm-hmm.
I had taken a lot of classes. I'd done a couple TV commercials and some web advertisement kind of work. And I thought I would take an improv class to sort of help loosen me up a little bit with my acting. And I didn't really like improv. That's not for me at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. It's just a skill that I don't have. And then I took a stand-up class, and I just loved stand-up. So I just never went back to anything else.
So the improv class that you took, how long did that last?
It was like 8 weeks.
Yeah.
It was really long and torturous. It was, yeah.
So you were
Painful.
looking at the watch and,
I was.
oh man, there's 5 hours left.
Yeah, it was bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not, I'm not good at it. It's not my strength.
So you're more of an acting, you're more used to like script, and you grew up doing acting in Arlington?
No, not really. I never did anything like that. I actually grew up like dysfunctionally shy.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like I couldn't answer the telephone or pay for things at a store or anything. It was really strange.
Oh, you're gonna like this. When I was growing up, probably in like elementary school, I'd always answer the phone, "Hello, who is it?"
Nice.
And my mother was like, "You can't answer the phone like that. That's like rude."
Do you
Looking
still
back-
do that though?
Yes.
Okay.
I wasn't trying to be rude at the time, though.
Right, you didn't know any better.
Yeah, I was just trying to get their name right
Right.
right
Who are
off
you
the
talking
cuff.
to?
Yeah.
You want to know what's going on, what's happening.
I want to establish the story before it happens.
Right.
Yeah.
No surprises.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
So you've been an Arlington girl your whole life,
Pretty much.
and you're going to be moving soon.
I am. I'm moving to Woburn.
So what's the move for? Anything in particular?
Well, I bought a house.
Oh, you did?
Well, I bought half a house.
Half a house.
Half a house.
Yeah,
I
very
bought
nice.
half a duplex.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
So, yeah,
And,
we'll see. Arlington is like crazy expensive, so
Yeah.
I couldn't really stay there.
And you go to the same mom and pop movie store as Dane Cook.
Yeah, he used to work there.
Yeah.
Video Horizons.
Oh, he
in
used to work
Arlington.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow. And you never had the chance to meet him? Or?
No.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So that's pretty interesting. What's your favorite type of
Yeah.
movie to, like, if you want to get a movie right now?
Right now, really depends on my mood.
Yeah.
I'm a very moody person.
Mm-hmm.
I like all sorts of things. I like documentaries
Yeah.
or dramas.
So if there's ever a documentary of Shawn Hansen.
That's right. Oh,
Did
I
you
would
get
totally
that?
get it.
You did?
Yeah, I might make one
Oh, yeah?
of Shawn Hansen.
I might.
Yeah.
I was thinking of making one of Julie Kitayama.
That,
That is
that's
so
not
fun.
a bad idea. Yeah. Huh. That would be pretty good if we made opposite documentaries about each other and their perspectives.
Then we had a
That'd be
race.
pretty
The
good.
first person to get it done wins $50.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I could
Yeah,
use
it
the
isn't.
money. I just bought a house.
But tell me a little more about your comedy career starting 3 years ago. Where did you start, and who have you performed with?
Well, I started at Sally O'Brien's.
Mhm.
It's an open mic in Somerville. I don't know whether you've ever been there, but I mean, it was a great place. Mike Kaplan was running the room at the time,
Mhm.
so I was fortunate to meet him, and I sort of credit him for my still being in comedy because he was very supportive and just very welcoming in that place. So I started there. I took a class at the Cambridge Center for Adult Education. That's where I
okay.
took a class with Bob Gautreaux.
Yep.
And so I started going to Sally O'Brien's, and I just started there. And I only wanted to do it once, like kind of cross it off the list. But I really liked it, so I just kept going back and back. And I've just been really fortunate to have been, had the opportunity to work with a lot of people. Like I've worked with Wendy Liebman.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she was fantastic. I did her fundraiser that she has in Arlington every year last year, and she's probably my favorite person to have met so far. I've worked with like Frank Santarelli and all the sort of Boston fellas, stuff like that. Mike McDonald.
Oh, wow.
He's
Mike McDonald.
he's fantastic. Just a great guy, very supportive. So yeah, I've just been really pretty lucky.
And when you first got on stage at Sally O'Brien's, what was that first joke you had?
I don't even remember. It was probably like dating jokes. I used to do a lot of like dating material. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But yeah, and they weren't good.
So that's something you moved on from?
No, I still do a fair amount of dating material, relationship stuff. I like to talk about more like life stories, like things that really happened, and sort of twist and exaggerate them a little bit. So yeah, pretty much all of my material is rooted in some episode or event that's very real. So
that's really good, to make it real and to build a picture in someone's head of what's going on.
Yeah, and it helps sort of cleanse the trauma from all of these episodes of my life.
And now, you said this half of the year, 2011 so far, you've been on stage quite a few times?
Oh, yeah.
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 Where are some of the clubs you've been performing at?
I go down to Catch a Rising Star
Yeah.
in Lincoln, Rhode Island once in a while. I work at the Vault and Dick's Room out in Worcester. I'm at the Comedy Studio quite a bit. I'll be the comic in residence in December there.
Oh, very nice.
So that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that. So I've been pretty busy.
Now, what does comic in residence exactly mean?
One comic a month is the comic in residence, and they open every show for the month.
Oh,
So
wow.
pretty much you're there all month.
And that's every week?
Every week.
Yeah.
Yep. From
very
December
nice.
1st to the 31st. Every
And
show.
How does Dick figure out like who's going to be the comic in residence?
Well, Rick Jenkins owns the Comedy Studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
I
just
was
call
thinking
him
of the
Dick.
Vault.
You were right.
Yeah. So Rick, okay.
Yep, at the beginning of the year, I think in October, we found out, they sort of send out the list for the year, for the next year.
That's good.
Yeah, so everybody's sort of lined up for the whole year.
The comic in residence. Maybe someday I can be the TV host in residence.
Maybe. I don't think they've had one there.
Yeah,
you
that's
should do
really
a show
interesting.
there. It's really, a great
people
place.
people go to the stage thinking they're going to see everybody, and they see me.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
Shawn Hansen. They see my desk first.
Have you ever thought about doing any comedy?
I've thought of doing some, but I don't know. Maybe someday someone will drag me up on stage. Dinosaurus I had a few months ago, and they said my anniversary is coming up this year, and I dare you to go on stage that day.
Oh, you should.
So maybe.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, one day I might go up. But it would be interesting if I did. I'd probably just make fun of myself.
Oh. Self-deprecating humor.
Yeah.
Usually works. Yeah, you
So,
should try it. I urge anybody to try it
Yeah.
who wants to, who has any sort of like hint of curiosity.
That's
yeah.
good.
You'll be sorry if you don't.
Yeah, definitely. You're thinking about why me?
Yeah.
I could have done it, but I didn't.
That's right.
Yeah.
And in 50 years, you'll just regret it.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a giant pit in, like, your soul.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not. Still.
So tell me, before comedy and when you acted, actually speaking of acting, tell me about those commercials you were.
I did a commercial for a hospital,
Mm-hmm.
and I played a doctor.
Oh,
So
very
technically,
nice.
I played a doctor on TV once.
That's great. Yeah.
Sure. And that was it, pretty much. We
Mhm.
just stood there and chatted amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
A bunch of doctors.
And what was
Fake
your
doctors.
What was your name?
We didn't have names.
No?
We weren't even allowed to, like, make any noise. So we had
yeah?
to, like, have pretend
conversations?
mouthing conversation.
Oh, I did that before.
Yeah.
I was in an indie film, which I actually never told anyone this. I was in an indie film. One of my friends last year filmed a show called Breakup Watch, and I played a police officer named Tito Goravelli. And then I came back because they wanted me as an extra in a film, like talking to no one, well, talking to someone, but making no noise. And I was Justino Goravelli because I look, well,
So
I'm
much
like
like yourself.
I look like
Right.
myself, yeah. So I can see what you went through. You were pretty much like
Yeah.
mouthing it and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I like doing extra work. I've done a lot of extra work on some of the films that were made here in Boston, and it's been, it's a really cool experience sometimes to sort of see that
Yeah.
happening. So you can sort of see me walking in the background of a
Oh
bunch
wow,
of films.
that's
and stuff.
amazing. Now, what are some
Yeah.
of the films that you've been an extra on?
I did The Game Plan
Mm-hmm.
several years ago. I got to meet The Rock and
Oh,
actually
wow.
talk to him. Yeah,
Yeah.
he is he's a specimen. He is a perfect human specimen. It was amazing. But and I did that movie. I can't remember the name of it now. With Denzel Washington directed it.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to sit across from him about 5 feet away from him for like 8 hours because that's where
Yeah.
they placed me as the extra. And so I was about 5 feet away from all the cameras in his station. So after they'd shoot something, he'd go back and look at it and talk to everybody about it and have everybody reset up. So it was just great to be able to sit there and watch that kind of work like for 8 hours.
And
Kind of
was-
stunk because I just sat there.
Was it
and watched.
Unstoppable? or?
No, it was that. I wish I could remember the name of it. It was that period piece. It was set back in the 50s about the debating team from Harvard, or who came to Harvard.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I wish I
guess we'll have to Google it
on
later.
that. Yeah, that's not kind of funny. You can actually see me in
Yeah.
the movie walking behind one of the characters.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it was kind of neat because I got my hair all done weird and stuff. So that was kind of good. I was in Mall Cop in 21.
Oh, you were a mall cop?
Yeah, and you can
Yeah.
see me in in 21 too.
Yeah.
I think that was the name of it.
21, yeah.
Yeah, was that the name of that?
Mm-hmm.
So that was fun. And like doing that stuff, it's always kind of interesting to see some of the actors and
Yeah.
watch films being made.
Oh, definitely. Now, what scene were you in mall cop?
Like it's hard to kind of tell because I'm just like in the crowd above
Yeah.
watching him when he falls into the car and then falls
Oh, yeah?
back on the ground.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna watch that
Yeah, you have to
tonight.
go like really, really
Yeah.
slow frame by
Put
frame.
binoculars on.
Yeah,
Frame by frame. Yeah.
definitely.
That's
But,
awesome. That's a lot of people like probably like every other movie. They're like, yeah, we like that movie. Yeah, we don't want to buy that movie. Some people, but I'm like, oh, I love that movie because it was.
You love Mall Cop?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm a Kevin James fan, and it was filmed in Burlington, which I'm from Burlington, and it was funny because the first time I saw it, everybody in Burlington's like,
Oh yeah.
the crapping. Why did I say that?
They were.
They were clapping.
I was
There we
like, wow,
go.
Really? It wasn't that great of a
the
movie.
arc
Say that. Now you
and-
just made me spit on
And it was
myself.
it's supposed to be
great.
an L. I don't know. They were clapping. They weren't. They weren't crapping.
All right. Better.
That made the interview awkward.
Yeah, that, a little. And I'm okay with it.
Because they saw the Burlington Mall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. But it was inconvenient, because they filmed it during the day. And so they were sort of, funneling regular mall people who
Yeah.
were just going to the mall all around. And it was really inconvenient to go to the mall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I went there and I took pictures because it was in the summer.
Yeah, and they had the big,
Yeah.
Santa village up.
Then I lost those pictures. It's my